I'm talking about the Happy Hustle logo and the meaning behind the smiley face. We are going to be diving in. Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model slash actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. Yee-yee. All right, check this out real quick. This, my friends, is the Happy Hustle logo tattooed on my right inner foot. And I gotta say, this logo has a pretty funny story. I think so, at least. And I want to share with you the story behind the Happy Hustle, and specifically the Happy Hustle smiley face logo with the red X over the eye. Now, what's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack. I am a happy hustler and founder of the Happy Hustle and a lifestyle entrepreneur. And I get asked this all the time. What the heck is the Happy Hustle? And specifically, what's going on with that little smiley face? I don't see that in my phone emojicons or whatever. You know, I see smiley faces, but not that. Where'd you come up with that? So, fun fact, and I'm going to get into it. The story behind the logo is actually different than what you may think. Okay, now the story goes like this. When I was in Bali, I was traveling. I was living in Thailand for about 10 months. So I got to travel around a lot around Southeast Asia. And I went to Bali for, essentially just to go party and have fun and check it out, surf a little bit and just, be a nomadic traveler. This was after I burnt out from my tech company. And I was like, you know what? I need to get away. I need to go have some fun and just put the happy in my hustle, really. So I was over in Thailand, and then I took trips to Vietnam and Singapore and Cambodia and, all around Thailand. And then I went to Bali. And when I was in Bali, I was out partying and I met a girl who I think she knew the tattoo guy somehow. It gets a little hazy here, but she was like, let's get tattoos. And I was like, okay. So we went to the tattoo parlor and she didn't end up getting a tattoo, but I did. And I just drew this little smiley face. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes in life you get punched in the eye, but you can persevere past adversity with positivity. And the smiley face that I drew at that time was just a regular smiley face. And then I just put an X over the eye. Then I colored it in later a little bit. But I was like, you know what? That signifies what happens in life. You actually can control two things, your attitude and your effort. That's pretty much it. Some would argue you can, control more. But if you think about the core components of what you actually can control in life, you control your attitude and your effort. And yes, your reaction to, external variables. But when you get punched in the eye, metaphorically or physically, you control how you respond, right? And I always wanted to respond by smiling through it and persevering past adversity with positivity. So I put this smiley face tattoo together and it got tattooed on my ankle, my inner right foot, and I was like, okay, there we go. I got this smiley guy, and it's a great representation of, my outlook on life. And then I went right in the ocean directly after, which is not what you're supposed to do. And the tattoo looked like dog shit, and ended up having to get it like recolored in a couple of years ago. But regardless, the point is I got this smiley face tattoo. Now, fast forward to 2019 when I was starting the Happy Hustle, and I was like, you know what? I need a logo that signifies putting the happy in your hustle. And I looked down at my ankle and I was like at my desk barefoot. I was like, what about this little guy? The smiley face logo. It it's already a part of me. It's a part of my outlook. It's all about persevering past adversity with positivity. It sounds like it fits the happy hustle mantra and ethos. Huh, why not? So we went ahead and, my cousin, thankfully, shout out to Studio 217 and Jason, he put together the logo and the tattoo and had it kind of, intermixed so that we had a graphic version of it digitally. And the rest is history. We put together this logo that actually helps people, by not only like persevering past adversity with positivity, but it's a constant reminder for me that this is something that I live by. And, the happy hustle really signifies that you can put the happy in your everyday hustle. You can find joy within the journey, despite whatever journey you're on right now. There's seasons to life. Yes, you may be hustling a little bit more, now than happy, or you may be a little happier than you are hustling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Apologies for interrupting your programming. But I have to tell you, the best investment you can make in yourself is one in which helps you acquire skills. You've probably heard people talk about, oh, just invest in yourself and you'll be successful. Yes, that's true to a degree, but you have to invest in skills that will ultimately help you achieve your desired results. And I think one of the best skills one can possess, be it an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, is the sales sword. Really knowing how to sell, utilizing pressure-free persuasion, which will make you more money and more impact. Now, if you want to know how to sell more efficiently and effectively, I just launched a sales course called The Proven Roadmap Process to Selling Millions of Dollars and helping you to increase your conversions guaranteed. And you can get access to this new sales course that The Happy Hustle is launching at thehappyhustle.com/sales. And if you act fast, you'll get it at the lowest price it'll ever be available, because we are launching it and we want to gain amazing testimonials and social proof to further share this knowledge. So if you act fast, you can get it at the lowest price it'll ever be. That's at thehappyhustle.com/sales. Now let's get back to this episode. Or maybe neither. And we need to, prioritize change accordingly. But ultimately, I wanted the logo to signify happy hustling and really, infusing your passion, which is like that inward, calling on your heartstrings with your purpose, right? That outward serving mission to actually make a positive impact. That's what the happy hustle is all about. Finding joy within the journey, not just like working so damn hard to get to the end destination and just completely missing the amazing views along the way. That's what I find a lot of people are lacking in. They constantly craving more. And I call it the more disease, where they're like, I want more followers, more clients, more success, more money, more whatever, toys, all the shit, right? Everyone wants more, more, more. And the happy hustle is really about just being happy and grateful for everything you do have right now and everything you don't, right? You don't have potentially a life-threatening disease. You don't have a mobility issue, hopefully, right? Maybe you don't have a divorce you're going through, right? Like, these are things that you could be grateful for, and you can be super happy within the hustle because you have a lot of things you can find joy in. And then there's a lot of things that you don't have that you can be grateful for, right? So that's how I look at it. And the logo and all the branding around it is really supposed to signify that mentality, that ethos, and it really comes down to, for me, balance. Like, balance equals happiness in my mind. I want that like to just be synonymous with my name and the whole like ethos of the brand and the business. Balance equals happiness. I have that in my book, The Happy Hustle, just littered throughout, because that is something I want people to live by. When you are out of balance, you, my friend, will will experience unhappiness oftentimes, or you'll experience high highs and low lows. But when you are in a place of homeostasis, and I'm not saying balance is a finite destination because it really isn't. It is like a teeter totter. It requires constant tweaks and adjustments and pivots. And based on feedback, you can make those on the fly. And that's why I have the Happy Hustle. Let me show you. I got the Happy Hustle Blissful Balancer where we can make those pivots on the fly. If you put this on your fridge, you can see, hey, here's my 10 different areas of life I got to focus on, the 10 alignments, our soul mapping system. Then we have the action tasks that are associated with it. And did I do the damn task or not? It's binary, yes or no, right? And then in addition, you track your personal and professional goal of the week, and you're on your way to happy hustling, a life of blissful balance. Now, again, I know this whole work-life balance myth, it gets a bad rap. I totally understand. Like, work-life balance doesn't really make sense if you think about it. Work is a part of life. Okay. It really, it shouldn't be these two separate things. If you're going to say anything, it would be work-play balance, right? That's more accurate, or personal and professional life balance, right? That is a more accurate phrase. And that's how I see it. But when it comes time to putting the happy in your hustle and just persevering past adversity with positivity, that is why we created the Happy Hustle. That is why the logo exists. That's why there's a little red X over it, because you're going to get socked in the eye, metaphorically or physically in life. And you need to be able to just smile through it, persevere past it, controlling all the while your attitude and your effort, and then the reaction accordingly. And that, my friend, is the story behind the logo. It's, yes, a little comical. I have multiple questionable tattoos. This is just one of them. I got another one here from when I was under the influence of ayahuasca. And I don't know what's going on. People get me, tattooed when, by people, I mean, I'll take accountability. I get tattooed, but with a little external influence, shall we say. But this is to remind myself to be the love and light in every situation. It's a love light bulb, essentially. And it has this spiritual Ankh symbol, and it's a light bulb, and it's got little rays, 21 to be exact, one of my lucky numbers. And that is really one of the things I like to do, is have, signifiers. I like to have triggers in my life that remind me to be the man that I desire to be the happy hustler that I'm destined to be. Right. And so the tattoos, oftentimes are a permanent reminder. You can do so with post-it notes, You can do so with other things, but create reminders in your life that really help you become the person that you desire to be. And really, that is why I got these. And, do I regret them? No. That's part of my human experience in this meat suit. And it is what it is. So that's the story behind the logo. That's the story behind even the Happy Hustle, in a sense. And I really hope it resonates. I hope you will begin to persevere past adversity with positivity and smile through whatever comes your way. And just know that you can put the happy in your hustle. All right, y'all. Hope you got some value. I am out. Peace and love.